First up is The Ides of March. This is a 2011 movie starring Ryan Gosling, my second one ahead, Evan Rachel Wood, Paul Giamatti, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and George Clooney, my second one ahead. He also directed this movie, which makes sense because I was really confused why there wasn't that much George Clooney in the movie. And I'm like, oh, it's because he was directing it the whole time. That makes sense. So the premise of this movie is Ryan Gosling is like one of the higher ups and this political campaign. George Clooney is running for president. They're at the primary part, so it's Democrat versus Democrat right now, and it's big political thriller thing. And yeah, it's good, it's solid, it's nice. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It's just if you want to watch a political thriller, this one's not bad, though it is a little unrealistic in the sense that it makes it look like people in politics know what the hell they're doing and can like scheme and stuff, and it's not much. It's all they're not just making stuff up as they go along. Like they actually have some forethought and foresight into stuff. But yeah, no, it's good. This movie is good. I did like it a lot, or I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, it was pleasant. I watched it while at work, and I had like a really long amount of downtime, so it was nice to have some fun to watch. Yeah, that's literally all I'm gonna say. It was good. It was nice. All right. Next movie is Desert Hearts. This is a 1986 movie starring Helen Shaver, Patricia, I can't say her last name, let's say Charbot, and then Audra Lindley. She was in Three's Company. This movie is a landmark movie because it's one of the first positive portrayals of lesbians in film. So, helped, and also helped a lot of people come to terms with their sexuality, apparently. But yeah, so I was excited going into it. I didn't actually know that part about the movie going in. I just saw the description of it on HBO Max. It was like this uptight woman, or like high-class woman, gets seduced by this free-spirited lesbian, and I'm like, ooh, this sounds like my jam. I apparently love lesbian love stories, so this will be right up my alley, and I liked it. It was solid. I had some issues. I was kind of real bored with it though. I was really upset with how bored I was. Like, I just don't get the reason I was bored is because I didn't understand what was going on. Like, legit, even after the movie was done, I didn't understand the basic premise of this movie. And so once reading through the Wikipedia page, I was like, oh, now I get it. So the main chick, the uptight woman, or the high-class woman, she is from New England, and she flies over to Nevada to get a quick divorce. So you have to stay in a house for 6 weeks to establish residency, and then you can get a divorce in Nevada. So that's what was happening. And I understood she was getting a divorce, but I didn't understand why she was going to be there for 6 weeks, what this house was, because it was a ranch specifically made for women looking for these quick divorces. And also, I just didn't get what was happening. And then it kind of seemed like at times I was just like, did I just completely miss a scene? Suddenly characters are just kind of being a little different and weird, and I just didn't get it. And I swear I was paying attention to it. It just felt feeling like I was missing stuff. That all being said, though, I did really love the chemistry between the two leads. I thought they did a fantastic job. I fell in love with them. Was really hopeful for them and stuff. I thought the love scene was very tasteful. It was very well done. I loved there was trembling and stuff too, and it felt so real and was done really well. There's also a very, very powerful scene near-ish to the end with the lady who runs the ranch, because she's can't like them gays, and so it was a really good scene. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. That's why it's in the liked. I just didn't understand parts and thought it was kind of boring, but I'm really glad that it exists because it's a stepping stone to the other great lesbian love stories that we have. And lastly is my 200th movie. That's right, I've now watched over 200 movies. And again, I wanted to watch something really bad for this momentous occasion, but it's not as bad as my 100th movie, where that one needed its own video. This one definitely doesn't need its own video, because it's bad, but it's not that bad. This one was recommended to me by that pretty girl who recommended that King Arthur movie that was trash. So apparently she just likes making me suffer and stuff, so that's fun times. But yeah, so this is a 2017 movie starring Michael Fassbender, Rebecca Ferguson, Charlotte Grinsberg, sure, J.K. Simmons. Apparently, my fifth J.K. Simmons movie. I didn't realize I've seen that many J.K. Simmons movies in quarantine. And then Val Kilmer, who looks not good. So yeah, this movie. Apparently, while editing the movie, the director realized that they forgot to film 15% of the script. So they legit just didn't have footage for a bunch of stuff. And the studio was like, you can't do reshoots, so they just had to make it work. And they did not make it work. They did a lot of really, really bad ADR. Like, it's really clear that these lines are recorded somewhere else in a different room. It sounds so strange. Like, all of Val Kilmer's stuff just sounds awful. Apparently, he did have some throat stuff going on at the time. I think he's recovered. But yeah, his stuff is just really, really bad. There's also really, really bad CGI, and like, they don't need the CGI. So like, the premise is like someone's going around killing people, I guess, for some reason, and Michael Fassbender's investigating it. I didn't understand anything. Like, I don't get the Snowman aspect of it. I don't get his motivations. I don't understand. Like, it was just dumb. It was just really dumb. I guess, to be fair to the movie, I did play Animal Crossing for like half of it because I was just like, I can't stand this. And the only reason I didn't want to stop it because I was like, maybe it's gonna get worse and then it'll get really exciting. But no, it's just a dumb, boring movie. So it's like, it's not a good bad movie. It's just a bad movie. It just kind of amazes me as well how you can get so many really good actors and have them do jack shit. It's just like, come on, you had J.K. Simmons. How can you fuck this up? But you did. You did do it. So yeah, it was bad. I didn't like it, but it's nowhere near as my still unnamed 100th movie. But yeah, so whatever. Who knows if we're going to get to 300? That's probably not going to happen because there's less than 100 days left in this year. So I don't know. Whatever. We'll see what life brings us. Okay, bye.